Steve from Raleigh.
It's Friday. There's Chris and Steve and David and Beards and Bass and Eric and David Williams and Carl and Fat Boy Eric and Rob.
You do the pyramid.
Do the pyramid for Chris.
Wait, and we gotta. I can't. Like.
And there's Mr. Shane Flint in the house.
Howdy, Shane.
What's up, lovely folks? How's everybody today?
Hello.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Adam.
Freezer bound.
And with Miss Renee.
Adam and David and Chris and Rob and Steve and a whole bunch of folk.
Yeah. We got all our little posse up in here.
Well, happy Friday, y'all.
Why's your eyes blurry, Steve?
Yeah, Steve. He made a little short video about these boots and his damn new camera was blurry. So when I left a comment, he apologized about being blurry. So he wrote, yeah, wacky backy will make it blurry, LOL. And I commented back, said, I was talking about getting old, but we can go with that. So. What's up, Beards and Bass?
Hey, Jay. Stuart the Fish Whisperer.
Stuart the Fish Whisperer. I believe he's like from Canada somewhere. He's at least from overseas somewhere. And the Southern Pyramid. That's right. We always missing is Joe.
Yep.
What's up, Wolfie?
What's up, Wolf's Den?
Hey, little one.
Hi. Hello, Miss Avery.
Hi.
There's the ice cream man.
Here's ice cream man Eric. Lieutenant Dan. Eric got ice cream, Lieutenant.
Eric got ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. What are you doing? Just hanging out? No, you can't. Why is there hand sanitizer out here?
It was in the car.
It was in the car. Why else? Welcome in, Molly. Past Hunter's best.
Molly, welcome in.
I don't use hand sanitizer.
Because you touch things and you don't even want it on your hand.
Yeah, I don't use hand sanitizer. It's
Bring it down now. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down.
Can you hear Kinsley?
I can hear Kinsley, yes.
Doc, you're going to be in the next. Doc, you're going to be in the next Toy Story?
Maybe.
Because you are surely pixelated enough to be up in there.
Is it really? It's like clear on my end.
Well, that's because you're looking at your own computer. What's up, Kelly Bullock? Everybody raise a hand if Doc looks like Woody from Toy Story. I mean, if Doc looks blurry.
Oh, well.
Look on the bottom of your foot. Does it say damn, what was the kid's name?
Oh.
What was the kid's name from Toy Story? It was on the bottom of his foot. Fat Boy Eric. Is that what it said?
I have no idea, dude. Ave. No. No, you're not going to ride your scooter in the garage.
I smell kangaroos and hair conditioner.
Andy. There you go, Wolf.
Andy. Thank you, Wolf's Den. I thought it said Fat Boy Eric or Kelly Bullock. Is there one of them names on it?
Andy's toy.
Oh, no, Freezer Bound. It's not your connection. It's Doc's, you know. He lives over there along the coast and wind blowing 100 miles an hour. What's
dude,
up?
yeah, it is whipping over here.
We hadn't fished in days because of the 30-mile-an-hour plus winds. Been 5-foot waves on Okeechobee. Don't even want to take the pontoon out. What's up, Mr. Donald Knight? Senior.
Yeah, it's
Welcome in, Tina.
Hello, Tina.
I don't know. What are you guys getting at by you? Because we're getting a solid like 30 like consistent 30. Consistent 30 over here.
18, 19 gusts every once in a while.
No, we're getting bigger gusts than that where we were today.
Well, that's what the weatherman said.
A weatherman ain't been out here in Okeechobee. But now what? We got 2 days or a day and a half of big rain coming. They're talking about 3 inches.
Really?
For you too, man. Flood watch, all that shit, man. We get ready.
Nah, that's what I get for not watching it. I look fine over here.
Can you hear that wind?
I don't know.
Yeah, you look fine on my YouTube, really, on my phone.
Yeah.
But Adam said you was pixelated, so.
No.
Anyway, you don't look bad on YouTube, but yeah, on my phone you look
Are
good.
we pixelated too?
No, I'm looking at us on there.
I mean,
Doc sees
we
everything
look
clear.
good, and Doc thinks he looks good, and maybe we don't look good.
Doc thinks he looks better than everybody.
Well, he is handsome. He's
Yes, I am. Thank you. Just,
Lydia called you the
what are you
Italian
doing?
stallion. The stallion going off.
Anyone want a 6-year-old? What are you doing?
What's up, Teddy?
Ted.
Oh, I saw the bass by green. What's up, Mr. Bass Hunter?
Hello, bass hunter. He's a big bass hunter too.
Yeah, it was 72 today, but that wind was just blowing. And Okeechobee being so wide and shallow, it gets really rough. And that pontoon rides like a damn beer can on the waves. So you just
Oh yeah.
Dude, Okeechobee sketchy on a bass boat
wow.
when it's windy like this.
oh, got a 7-pounder today. Look at you, Brad Green. You are the bass hunter.
Nice.
Oh, my. Carolina rigging or what? You had to be on bottom.
And y'all's cold water. Cold water. He said 57 today in Virginia.
Well, y'all don't have cold winds. I mean, it's not really that cold here.
Half-inch here, but at least it's warm enough to keep it from snowing. Well, rain, I
What
guess
Steve
you're
said,
seeing rain.
16
That's right,
tomorrow
Amanda,
night.
they got the summer there. Hey, city sticker, Chris.
What's up, Amanda? You getting our warm weather? That's usually what
What's up,
our
Chris?
days are. What's up, Chris? Brian on Lunga.
Brian.
I hocked up a Lunga.
Lunga.
He said on a white bucktail jig.
Oh, wow.
25 foot deep.
Wow.
Cowabunga on, what did he say? I don't forgot
Lunga.
the name.
Wow.
Cowabunga
He's a Lunga.
on Lake Lunga.
Well, congrats,
Oh, we
Brian.
and Amanda. Okay, we will. I'll be glad to. What about you, Doc? You want to keep the warm weather?
Dude, all day.
Dude, all
I
day.
hate the cold. I hate the cold.
I hate the cold.
Yeah, it's
Welcome in, Jacob.
Welcome.
what's up,
From
Jacob?
TSW.
But when you get cold weather, Amanda, how cold is cold weather for you?
I think about like our weather. I think we're really close to Doc. Aren't we about the same as Australian weather, just reversed?
Yeah, Florida is the Australia of America. So
Okay.
Good day, mate. What's up, Bass Lady 29? Welcome in.
Good evening.
hey, Bass Lady.
I took that down too bad.
Welcome.
Hang on, Ted. 1 second. I'll let me get back to Bass Lady. Good evening from the O'Briens. Oh,
That's Kathleen.
that's right. I keep forgetting, Kathleen. We never can remember that you're Bass Lady. I'll remember that now.
Yep.
Oh,
Sure, Teddy.
Yeah.
okay.
What if you're going to mention that you're going to make a video with us? Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm kidding. Do whatever you want, Teddy.
Not very cold. It's 32, maybe a little colder. We get 32, maybe a couple of days, and that's it. Yeah.
Uh-oh. What'd you do, Doc? What'd you do?
Jacob wants to have a powwow with you.
Oh, what'd you do, Doc?
Hunting and stuff. Oh,
Avery, for the love of God and all that's holy.
My
No.
underwear. My underwear's holy.
at a Christmas party and music is bumping. All right.
Get it bumping. I bet you and Mr. Robert are on the dance floor, Miss
Yeah.
Kathleen.
I saw some of Robert's pictures, y'all dressed up all pretty.
Yeah, we saw that. That was real nice.
Yeah.
And please tell me Jerome's out there dancing. Maybe I'll have him on my show sometime.
Team STW.
Team Snagging Whiskers. Doc, he's talking to you.
So no, sorry. Avery's like playing drums out. I don't even have drums. It sounds like she's playing drums. What do you say? I would like to go speak for some time.
Maybe have you on his show sometime.
Absolutely, I'm down. Just let me know when.
Oh, Jacob, that's just one wall. The other ones are on the bar wall. Let me see if I can turn the camera up some.
There's Donner and Dasher and Donner and Blitzen and Comet and
I put an
Cupid.
arrow in Donner and 2 in Blitzen.
Merry Christmas.
But do you recall the most flattest reindeer of all? The one I hit with the Ford. That's our turkey. I don't think you can see the turkey mount. To me, it's over in the corner. It's the flat skin one, Doc. You see it back there on the board? Anyway, it looks like a turkey got hit in the butt with a damn truck. It's all flat.
Right there.
You can't see it.
No, I can't see it.
You can't see it.
That and I don't have my glasses either.
Whoa, let's see what Teddy's posting up here.
Tomorrow night.
3 nickels. Look, there's how many lines of this? 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. I get 4 nickels back out of the Teddy jar. So.
All right. Do you want me to read it like a
Sure.
radio thing? Okay.
No, I'd rather you do it like Christopher Walken myself.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Here we go. Everybody listen.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing a live along with City Slicker Chris. And we'll be talking to Phil Dixon from Elma Shield about the products along with a giveaway. John.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Very good. Hunting and stuff with J&J.
What did Renee get on the front of the car?
Renee got one the other night, front of the end of the SUV. Turkey?
No, I am not from Australia, Jacob. So I'm not that interesting. I'm just from South Florida.
No, he was Christopher Walken.
Thanks,
Not
Chris.
Australia. Man, that might need to go in the little Hall of Fame with Bogley singing "Welcome to Lake Jackson."
I couldn't. I was looking at the TG and I was like sitting there thinking to myself, like, how the hell am I going to say this?
Oh gosh, Shane Flint, now you're gonna owe me a nickel. Look at this. We advertising giveaways. And as y'all see at the bottom of the page, we're closing in on our 2K giveaway. Going to give away a Duckett Green Ghost rod and some bruiser bait and Bass Addiction swag. So
I think my kids are fighting.
And I think instead of giving a bunch of people, we're going to do like 3 good prizes and just make it where 3 people got a battle. And I'm not going to advertise much except in the live, Doc. So I want it to be for like people that come to our lives.
No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
If you put a big post, if you put a post up about a giveaway, you're going to have every Billy Bob Hoo. Look, any fan heard giveaway. Yeah. Here he is. He pops right in when he hears giveaway. Giveaway. I'm here. Here.
Thanks, Jacob. Yeah, no, we can talk anytime, man. Just you can hit me up on YouTube or on Instagram at Coastal Fever TV. Just hit me up.
That's right, Shane Flint. 2005.
And a nickel.
We running up a tab. Can you? Of course, Amanda. We don't discriminate. If you want something shipped to Australia, we will ship it to Australia if you win it.
For Amanda, yeah. Not for anybody else. Just for her.
Yep. You're right.
See, look right there. See, he smelled it out. Get away.
Wow,
Get away.
cool. Look at Freezer Bound almost there at 2K. He'll do a giveaway too. Sweet, sweet.
Sweet, sweet.
Hey, Chad Thomason.
I'm gonna do a giveaway once I hit 1,000.
Welcome, Chad Thomason. Doc, I may be too old to enter.
You might be.
John, how much do I owe? Maybe a fishing trip? Oh, to what? Do you owe me something?
No, I think he means like how much would he owe for a fishing trip?
Well, it says maybe a fishing trip. You come to damn South Florida and it ain't gonna be no problem to go fishing.
You finally got it? Awesome, Amanda. Yay!
And if you owe me something, it's about time you paid me. Doc, oh, look at that. Amanda rocking Coastal Fever has made it to Australia.
It only took, what, a year and a half?
Oh, your grandma lives in Florida. Very cool. What part of Florida? $1.50 to send a Christmas card to Australia. Yeah, but Amanda's worth a lot more than $1.50.
And speaking of Christmas cards, I want to thank Carl.
And see the way I look at it. Oh wait, I want to get to that too. And the way I look at it, one American white boy doesn't let Amanda down. We're not going to let two do it.
Or three.
You're not a boy.
Doc is?
Doc, okay.
No, not me.
Is that Doc's kids?
Yes.
Boy, that sounded like that was coming from
Yeah.
Lake Placid. That's not that far at all.
No.
How far is Lake Placid? 30 minutes?
Right, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, 30, 45 minutes at the max.
about 45 minutes.
All right, can you go inside just for a minute?
No,
Just-
I want to play it.
Okay, hold on.
They're not letting
Okay,
me.
I'll be in there in a minute, okay?
Yeah, Doc's got decals.
Uh-huh.
We thank you for our card.
And yes, Carl, thank you so
Yeah.
much for the Christmas card. We didn't do the cool picture like Ted did, but we're not as cool as Ted. But thank you
Yeah,
so
thank-
much for the Christmas card, Carl.
Yeah, thank you, Carl. My wife put it up on her little Christmas card wall that she creates every year that, we get Christmas cards. So it's up there. I
Well,
appreciate
Amanda,
it,
I
man.
know you're talking about me.
What up, Rob?
So please don't judge all Americans by me. Who just come in?
Is that Shana Dye? Hey, Shana.
Rob,
What's up,
Rob.
Rob? With your damn near 15-inch crappie he sent me a picture of.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Hell no, not nearly as cool. Yeah. Ted is the man. Ted is Mr. YouTube. If you look up in the dictionary, how should you start a YouTube channel? Ted is the picture right there. What, tonight? Yeah, tonight you have the Jody challenge. Yeah, we don't get many catfishermen after Jody goes live, and I think the stands are live now. So, and then I saw
thought today was
Skip
supposed to be
Cindy was
FU
live.
Friday.
Everybody's live.
Good evening, Anti.
What up,
What's
Anti?
up, Mr. Anti? We're gonna
When's
get
today's
Rob to
supposed
come
be
down.
FU Friday. When can we start that?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Lydia said no.
So what? What'd you say?
Definitely try it.
I said I
No,
thought
that
it was
ain't
going to be
Friday.
FU Friday.
Oh, I know you're a catfisherman because if I'm not mistaken, isn't Dustin and TSW?
Ted is
We
ready
know
for
about you
ESPN.
catfishing, folks. That's why we went crappie fishing, and me and Lindy caught them little channel cats so I could get me some catfishing cred.
Ted is ready for ESPN. That's what Steve says.
He is. Ted said he has ESPN. Oh, there's Mr. 351.
Hey, 351 Cleveland. I like it the way I say it. better.
What up? Three.
Okay, wait a minute, 351. Hang on now. That's a big question. Bojangles in North Carolina is probably the best fast food ever made. There's a couple Bojangles up north by Shiner Guy, and it just didn't taste like North Carolina Bojangles. But since we don't have Bojangles, I will eat Popeyes down here in Florida. So that's kind of a trick question. You trying to trick me?
It may have been
I don't go to Popeyes. I haven't had Bojangles in years. I don't go to Popeyes because the Popeyes that we have by me are in not so awesome areas. So I have no opinion on that. I'm just saying. I don't feel like getting shot.
I don't know what a Cane's is. I have no clue what a Cane's is. Well, I know
Oh,
what a Cane's is.
what, Raisin Canes?
Cocaine?
Cocaine?
Walking cane?
Are you talking, Jacob? You talking about Raisin Canes? They just opened one up. John, you know where we go fishing at off of Belvedere? The Peacock spot. When you guys come down.
Freezer bound? Our Popeyes is like in downtown Okeechobee. We really don't have a shady place. You was just in Okeechobee.
Yeah, no. Like the two that are around me, they're in shady spots.
Yeah,
and
he
I
said
ain't going.
Raising Cane's. I have no
Okay.
clue why we don't have a Raising Cane.
Yeah, you know where we go. You know where we go when you guys
Okay.
come and we go peacock bass fishing.
Raising Cane's have a line around the store all day in certain areas. Well, hey, there you go.
It's just like chicken, from what I understand. But
Oh, wow.
Well, Brian Green, everybody can get a bad piece of chicken once in a while, but
no,
I got food poisoning from
No.
barbecue.
that's about the only thing we missed from North Carolina. Well, good barbecue. It's Bojangles and good barbecue. And it was so funny. We ordered barbecue at the local cafe by Donkeyland. I asked that lady to put coleslaw on it, and you'd have thought I asked her to go outside with me or something. I mean, she was totally thrown back by it. Never heard of such. And then I asked for chili on my hot dog, and it came back and had beans and all kinds of stuff in it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. Raisin Canes are popping up everywhere. Like where we go, like I was saying, John, where we go peacock bass fishing, they just opened one up just a little bit west of where you get off there, and like they're popping up like crazy around here. I've not been to one yet. I've never had it. I don't know what it's like, but
Well, you live out there.
I heard it's good. I heard it's good.
But see, you live over in the big city over by the coast. We live in the damn country.
Yeah, near the Bang Bang Shrimp. It's so good.
Yeah, but
Saltwater Cowboys. That kind of sounds like that gay bar down in Miami. Does it not, Doc?
I think there is one down there called that.
Yeah, we got Zaxby's.
Yeah.
We
Steve don't even have that
not
many
anywhere
places.
close.
See, Steve lives in the country. He don't have any of those places within 500 miles. And we've heard all about the Velvet Antler, so I'm assuming that what did he call? I gotta remember that name. Saltwater Cowboys.
Yes. All right. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna. The kids are in the house fighting, and I don't know where.
Same old
Yeah,
Velvet Antler.
Yeah, the Velvet Antler on the daggum Saltwater Cowboy.
Now, we've been down there, Jacob, but we haven't eaten there.
Do you know what a saltwater cowboy rides? A porpoise.
On Porpoise?
He rides a porpoise on porpoise. Here in South Carolina, you can go to Bojangles and they will tell you they had a chicken. How you had a chicken? I agree, 3-5. I don't do good with that.
I went to Taco Bell and they were out of hamburger meat.
Yeah, out of
I mean,
hamburger
that
meat
was
at Taco
for
Bell.
real. That was just right after COVID. I mean,
I feel
fresh off COVID.
I feel sorry for fast food places. They can't get anybody to work, and the ones that do just stink. Our Wendy's is pretty good because there's a middle-aged lady from the reservation, a Seminole Indian lady, and you can tell she's a big old woman and she runs that place. I mean,
She does real good.
your food is right. She's at the window. I mean, Pocahontas takes care of everybody.
He's playing with his little pew-pews probably.
Speaking of Velvet Antler, where is the manager, Buck? Yeah, he's into his little pew-pew stuff, his little damn firearm sessions. Went to Texas Roadhouse for Mom's birthday and they were out of bread. Well, that ain't going to work. I wrap a piece of bread around my bread when I'm eating dinner. Thank you. I work hard and I appreciate all the support and everyone in this chat. Ted, we're really making fun of you. We ain't supporting you. No, I'm kidding you, Ted. You do great. I don't think it's hamburger meat either, Brian, but if she wants to go with that, let her go with that. Our daughter is all about Taco Bell.
Yeah, she even DoorDashes Taco Bell.
That's right. We can go down to Roland's restaurant. Jacob, I don't know if you know it, if you've watched enough of our videos, we're kind of buddies with Roland. He calls me, and if we see each other at the ramp or whatever, we definitely stop and shoot the bull. Cool old guy. How about Burger King running out of ketchup and having their soft drink machine out of order all the time? And what's the other one? McDonald's ice cream machine being down, but that ain't ice cream. That's powder.
Right, yeah. We've never had that delivered.
That thing never worked.
To it. Yep.
Just a slow drive-through.
You really want to meet him? Jacob, you go look at some of our videos with Roland. I mean, Roland calls me once a month, maybe at least or
once a
something.
month,
He'll
yeah.
call, and like I said, if we see him at the boat ramp, I mean, I can literally, all these people gathered around him, and I can walk down the boat ramp and have Roland off to the side pretty easy.
But he hugs me.
He hugs Lindy.
He don't hug her.
We saw him at Donkeyland last time, and that old man crawled out of the boat and come over here to hug my wife. I mean, I was like, well.
Well,
But that was the day the guys threatened to beat him up. Remember blocking the boat ramp out there?
that's right.
He hugged Lindy and ran over to me. I mean, quick. It said, John, them guys acted like they wanted to fight. So you know me. I mean, Roland Martin, I swole up. I was like, well, Roland, where are they at? So we give him the stink eye all day out on the lake. He met his daughter. Yeah, I haven't met Scott or the daughter yet.
Hey, Tucker.
But it's kind of cool. We'll bump into them at a ramp at some time. But now that we know Roland, I got to end to meet them. I can go up and say, hey, I know your daddy and your grandpa. So.
I think he came on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and he come on our live for a minute, but he couldn't get his connection worked out.
Nah, yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, hang on, I will.
That was one night he was in his recliner and just like had no reception, and he was trying to get on his phone and just kept going in and out. I mean, he tried.
Jacob, I had him one time, dude, on a live, and he was about half lit and couldn't figure out how to get in on his phone. He tried 2 or 3 times. I send him invitations all the time, but now he's in some of our videos. He don't mind talking on our videos. I know. I knew that was coming from Anti. And Anti, I've done so good, but
he's been hanging out with Doc. You know, he's a name dropper like Doc.
But I only got one name. Doc knows.
No offense, Doc.
Doc knows Snoop Dogg. Doc knew Burt Reynolds. Doc knows who else is Doc know? He knows freaking everybody. Ice Cube. Who knows who else? Well, we can get barbecue iguana. It's everywhere.
Would you eat iguana? I would.
Hell to the no.
I would try it.
Steve, I don't. Roland's got probably a. Did I not tell? No, I better. See, I can't tell. I'll tell boats. Well, those are boat stories, Steve. When you come back down fishing, say, John, what were them boat stories about Roland? Oh, Jacob, we get to meet, like I said, living here in Florida, and our favorite lake is the Bass Lake Jurassic Park that all the pros go to when they get down here. So we have met a bunch of people. And Doculand, it's cool. It's out in the middle of nowhere, no street light, little old ramp. So you get to meet some pretty big names out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
And we kind of resemble that remark.
What's that? Famous?
Yeah,
We're famous. We do get recognized everywhere.
We're professional.
And of course, Anyfin's kind of a big deal. He did steroids with Lance Armstrong. I think he might have donated Lance Armstrong a nut. I think he might have done that.
Just one?
Yeah, they had to split them. You know, Anyfin still needed one. So I'm pretty sure they signed up like in the military on that share a sack program. Something.
Steve knows what he's talking about, y'all.
Scott who? Have you heard of Ted from Off the Hook, Jacob? That's right, Scott who. All right, Ted, you get a couple more nickels taken out.
Oh, I get my jar back soon.
He's the uniballer.
Uniballer.
Yeah, there's one Ted got a real big
Nope.
ass.
Never.
That is true, Anti. I know Roland Martin. He knows Ricky Martin. I'm living La Vida bass fishing, and Doc is living La Vida Loco. And of course, Chris knows a guy who knows a guy. And yeah, we are wrong with this. I'm saying it totally wrong. Roland Martin knows us, which is totally true. He knows us. Yeah, and Chris, you know a guy who knows a guy, but you threatened to beat up that guy. So now the guy that this guy knows.
Now that guy's scared of that guy.
He's done told all the other guys, and now all them guys are like, oh, hell no, don't talk to that guy. And then he might have ended up with, hey, you guys.
Literally in the chat right now.
He's everywhere.
Oh, Jay, I'm just messing with you. Yeah. Okay, Ted, we'll call it that. And I saw you come in there, Tucker. Tucker, we were starting to get on them kind of decent, and then we hadn't fished in days with you, as you know, all this freaking wind. And now we got a buttload of rain coming.
But a couple of them that he filleted had eggs in them.
So they are starting to spawn. I mean, some had little eggs starting, some had big eggs starting.
Yeah,
tomorrow's literally in the chat right now.
Tomorrow's gonna suck.
Anyfin, I guarantee we can turn, Doc or me can turn on a radio, or Rob up in North Florida, and if we scroll through the dial, one of us will find a station playing Guns N' Roses.
Absolutely.
They play it freaking all the time on every station in Florida. It's like the freaking national anthem.
Yep, it is.
Or Skinner.
I don't even hear Skinner. No, I mean
Oh, dude, I do all the time down here. Yeah.
Here we go.
He dropped his shorts tonight. Oh no, a funny short tonight. I read that wrong.
That is kind of funny. That whole tear proof. I'd have wiped with the whole roll. And he might have. Hey, there's the Mahogany Youth Group coming in. This is probably Mr. Robert, I think.
Hello,
Because Bass Lady or Bass, is it Bass Lady?
nice girl.
Bass Lady or Bass Girl is Miss Kathleen.
Yes.
Been a fan since '84. I was in 3rd grade. I graduated in '83. So you were over at the elementary school that we drove by and threw like rocks at them little kids out there.
I was only like 5.
Funny story, a buddy of mine married an older woman and they went to the same school district. So they figured out after they got married that when she was like in high school, her class would cross the road and go over to the elementary school and read to the little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And her husband was one of the little kids. And he would say, yeah, I knew from the first time you walked into 3rd grade, said, I'm going to have some of that.
True story.
True story. That's what he told us. I'm going to have some of that. Yep, y'all are at the party. Shake it, Mr. Robert.
Dude, it is
Shake it up.
whipping over here. You guys getting wind? We're getting crazy wind right now.
Well, that's all we talked about in the first part of this live, Doc.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it is.
Oh, it's kind of calm right now.
No, ours is, it's whipping up over here.
Yeah.
Whip it good.
The doors aren't shaking yet.
Whip it good.
They have been.
Where's Joe?
I ain't seen Joe in a while. He lays low. Joe lays low.
He's
Joe's
in here.
just watching. He's watching.
I don't think he even lurks. I think Joe just lays low.
He's lurking. He's waiting for the opportunity time to come in and say, see, I knew y'all were talking about me.
Yeah, that's probably true. He probably just said, I knew they would talk about me eventually.
It's for you, Joe.
Dude, I am so excited for next week.
Right
I
here.
got 3 half days, and then I don't have no.
No, it
students
isn't Gloria
to go
Stefan. It's
away.
the Miami Anthem.
He was talking
What?
I was reading too. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just excited about next week. I got 3 half days, man. And give these kids their exams and get them the heck out and go enjoy your break. Go.
Yeah, good for you too. Enjoy yours.
No, it isn't. Gloria Estefan is the Miami Anthem. And don't lie, you still have your Congolese suit. And I know that Gloria Estefan plays
Who, John or me? 'Cause
with the Miami Sound Machine. And she got in a car wreck and like broke her back. And wasn't she like really messed up in the back?
I think you might be right on that one.
Look, Ted trying to stir Joe out. He gonna come out and get you, Ted.
Oh, Rob, you're on vacation. You can't even go fishing.
Yeah, it's supposed to get bad.
Oh, it's gonna be bad tomorrow. Sunday it starts clearing up.
Yeah.
But next week, Rob, we need to do some speck fishing if you get some time.
You still
Teddy,
gonna be on vacation, Rob?
We got a busy time coming up. We're taking the Mahogany group out, I think, on the 28th of December. Ted's coming down like the 29th of December. Batty gets here the 30th of December. I just booked another one early, 1st of February. The Murillo, the catfishing guy, Murillo. And then Coach is coming right after that.
I mean, you're going to be busy.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, Monday, yeah.
Anti said, I got the leisure suit. Anti, I've got into freaking track suits now. Now when I walk around in these chilly mornings, I look like I'm a damn hitman from freaking Yugoslavia or something.
He needs a big gold chain.
And a hairy chest. If I had a hairy chest and a big gold chain, I would look intimidating. Now I just kind of look like excuse me. Kind of like any fan. I look like maybe I might have been an athlete at one time and just went to hell.
What the hell is that?
Oh, Teddy, pigs are going to fly. Batty bringing 6 pounds of tannerite. Pigs are going to fly. Rob's like, back to work tomorrow morning, working through next Saturday. Again, the 5. Hit us up, Robbie.
I'll be in Georgia. Anybody near like the Ellijay area? I'll be in Georgia come like the 27th.
This here river don't run to Ellijay.
Just saying.
I just call it like I see it.
We're supposed to be on some lake. I forget what the hell it's called. I don't know. I don't feel like looking it up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like looking it up right now.
I can't really see them little bitty small tires on them racing bikes like holding your ass up now. Just be honest.
And Eufaula in Georgia? Lake Eufaula?
No, it's not Lake. It's not Lake Eufaula. It's I think it's Blue Ridge Lake or something like that.
Eufaula's in Alabama, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's in Alabama. Yep. Sorry.
I don't know. We're going up there. I'm looking forward to it. The girls want it to snow, and I'm praying to God it doesn't, because I don't want to deal with that.
Doc's going whitewater rafting in Georgia.
Nope.
He's got a pretty face.
I'm gonna sit my ass in that cabin and have a couple cold drinks, and I'm a set fire to some stuff. There's 3 fire pits at this cabin we're going to. I'm gonna set fire to every single one of them, and I'm just gonna rotate my happy little butt around each fire and just be like, anybody wants to come hang out with me? This is where I'm at. Everybody else can go do their thing. Me and the dog. We're bringing the dog. We're bringing the whole fam family, and me and the dog are just gonna hang out. I'm happy with that. I'm good.
Doc gonna paddle around a corner, and Hogleg gonna be sitting up on a bridge.
Oh yeah, no, I plan on wearing my Alabama Crimson Tide hoodie everywhere I go up there in Georgia.
Look, you talked about going to Georgia, and look who swings up in here.
But he's Southeast Georgia. We're going way the hell up. We're almost by North Carolina. What up, Southeast?
I don't look for snow in Georgia.
North of Georgia.
No.
That's what any Yankees think we do.
Yeah, my kids think anything north of Orlando snows because they're real Floridians. Because we know anything north of Orlando isn't real Florida. So like they think anything north of Orlando it might snow.
And I
hope it don't.
I've done several soprano imitations while wearing my tracksuit. I usually try to do Polly. I do the Poison Ivy one where he's in the woods. I can feel it. It's all over me. That's the one I do most of the time.
That was such a great show, dude.
Basically Canada up there.
Where
y'all might as well all live in Canada. Oh, he's going to Blairsville area.
It's I don't know.
You don't know.
What the hell is it called? Morganton, Georgia is where the cabin's at.
We used to live near Morganton, North Carolina.
Yeah, Morganton, Georgia. It's like near Ellijay. I don't know. I'm just driving there, man. I'm along. Well, I'm not along for the ride. I am the bus driver, but
be careful. I heard there's some witches up there around Blairsville. Yeah, they live in the projects. Right? The Blairsville Witch Project. Come on now, that's a good joke.
Yeah. Good, not great.
Be wifer to your nice, or be wifer to your nice.
Now that shit's funny.
That was dyslexic as hell. Be nicer to your wife.
That was better than the damn joke right there. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, I was actually trying to read it while I was looking back to see what Ted said about his wife. I guess he's talking about being chilly.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Really?
Trout streams up that way.
I've never caught a trout. I might have to. I don't know what the hell I would use for trout.
I heard you can catch trouser trout at the damn Salty Pirate.
I heard also at the Velvet Antler as well.
Oh, I think we're going to have to shut down the Velvet Antler. I'm opening up one here in Florida called the Salty Pirate.
We got to come up with a better name.
That's a great name, dude.
Nah, I don't like it.
I didn't ask you to invest.
But I'm just saying I don't like it.
Well, you don't have to come.
Saltwater.
You don't have to come, and I guess that means
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
What did I say wrong?
You said you don't have to come. Don't do it.
Pirates.
Oh, I meant saltwater cowboys. Sorry, not pirates.
Yeah.
Saltwater cowboys.
There, that's better. Okay.
That's
See,
what I
there you
meant.
go.
I thought that's what I was saying. My brain said I
No.
was saying saltwater cowboys. Be Whopper to your nice has been added to anti-smallwater charter database. I know it has. I bet he's got like a freaking Rolodex. You know, he looks up fat guy in Florida and it just springs up all that shit. Rooster tail or beetle spin? What the hell you asking, damn Rob?
He's talking about trout fishing up there in Georgia.
Oh, I thought maybe that was his dancing name. Rooster tail on the backstage.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up on the stage is Rooster Tail, followed up by Beetle Spin. Ladies and gentlemen, get your dollar bills out.
And ladies in the front row, back up once that beetle starts to spin.
And make sure you throw that money at that Rooster Tail.
And there's Shane Flint on the backstage swinging his number 8 freaking spinnerbait thing or blade.
Willow blade. Number 8.
Looks like he's doing some kind of damn with the shield blocking, you know, a fight scene with a shield.
I love how everybody in the chat is still trying to bring this back to fishing. Just stop it.
I know they're trying.
Gonna happen.
Use a.
You
Okay,
got John and I on a thing. It's just stop. Just stop.
You mean like Phoebe from Friends?
I never watched that show. I never saw a God bless an episode of that show.
See, that's the only reason I knew that weird that Phoebe really misspelled Phoebe is from Friends. To me, it looks like Poho Ebby.
Which one played Phoebe from Friends? Was that Jennifer Aniston or
the tall blonde one? Fuzzy or what cat? Smelly cat? Smelly cat.
Oh, the one. Okay, the one with like the long neck and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right.
And tell me, I said it the way it's spelled.
Lisa Kudrow.
That's it. I said that Poho Eb. And tell me if that don't sound like a lake in Florida. Where you fishing today? We're going to Poho Eb.
Poho Eb.
I mean, it does. It sounds like a damn lake.
No, it does.
Look at Bogley. Got 2 beautiful brown, not ugly trout, not 5 on a scale of 10. He got beauties.
I dropped off 2 beautiful brown trout this morning after my cup of coffee.
You took him to the Super Bowl. Leave Cowboys out of it, Shane.
Yes, Southeast Georgia.
Did
And
I miss
over
something?
here is Sportster 79 XLCH.
Yeah, none of them are soft tails. That's like I said, that's a little dresser I built out of her old Sportster. You can't see it real well. And then mine, the orange one, is a 1971 Shovelhead. Used to be a Texas Highway Patrol bike. Chris has some nice what? Buns?
Think trout.
Chris, you got a nice trout, son. Anything said so. Yeah, that's funny, a soft tail. Yeah, that's a 1971, that orange one. That one does have shocks, barely. I told you, Rob, Cash Talk, you come
those
down
don't
here
run, right, John?
The right chunk will send them north.
John, those
they
don't
don't have
run
a price
anymore, right?
on
The ones behind you, the bikes behind you, they don't run anymore, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just parked
they
them when
do?
we moved. I ain't fired them up. I got to put gas line on one. It sat there so long that them gas line deteriorated.
Yeah. I would need, good front tire and back tire. And
Oh, yeah, they sat there
battery.
so long. Yeah, tires, batteries.
But, I mean, they're in good running condition. John's got a jug. He's got to get welded, but that's it.
Right there, the exhaust. One day I'm gonna get them out here and not invest with, but I got so much shit to do. Plus, we never put the damn titles in Florida, and it's like freaking $400 or $500 a title.
It's
And
ridiculous.
I said, well, when we decided, it was one of them. I said, well, when we decided to get our plates and all, we'll put a title on them, and then I just never got around to it. And now it's like
Kind of on the back burner with the fishing and all.
right money, a damn new motor for the boat, something be good to have, All right,
Yeah,
what we got here? You got a nice 68 SS Camaro.
Ooh.
That would be kind of fun. When I met Lindy, I had a 77 Trans Am and she had a 74 Z28.
Yeah.
I kind of like to have a cool Camaro. We could there, buddy. Don't put that out the question.
That's actually that is like one of those SS Camaros from that era is one of the cars I
Oh yeah,
always wanted to have.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're just so badass.
Yeah.
That's like the 66 Corvette or the 62. One of
Like
those.
I would, if
Got that
Rob, I got a golf cart, I'd trade you. It's an '86 club car.
And you know, if we get killed in the Camaro, that might be from hitting an oak tree instead of some freaking snowbird running over my ass from behind.
No, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get run over from a snowbird regardless down here.
But I can put a trailer hitch on that freaking Camaro.
Dude, do you leave your trailer hitch on your truck when the boat's not on there?
Huh? My slide in piece?
Yeah, yeah. You're.
Dude, I ain't
Do you
had a
leave it on there?
key. I hadn't had a key for the pin that holds that hitch in freaking 20 years.
Ain't nobody taking that off either.
I just told Lindy it's been so long, I probably should grind off that pin and grind off that trailer ball because they've been there forever. Ever and ever.
Yeah, see, I don't take, even though I don't pull a boat very much, I still have one on there. And the reason why I have one on there, just in case, snowbirds.
Run into the back of you.
Mm-hmm. Because they're going to catch that hitch right in their grill.
Oh, Ted, don't think I wouldn't. Especially if I traded 2 motorcycles for it. Hell, man. We have some fun in that car. They paved it halfway now, Ted.
I was going to say, it's
not
paved
that bad.
halfway down now.
Yeah.
See, even, like, that's the thing, dude. Even, like, Donkeyland, a 12.5-mile dirt road. I hate all this progress that they're doing. Like, stop it. Can we just leave shit alone? Like, why does it have to be paved? Just make it's a dirt road. Leave it.
That looks fun. Our Jew boy
That's
neighbor's
right.
got a freaking...
Rob does the Rob like does all that stuff, right?
Yeah. I've seen pictures. He does all that.
Yeah.
Shane, thank you for joining the live last night. I will shoot you an email, everybody. Man, Shane does great. He's been popping up in some other lives. Shane is the man as well. We thought Ted was, if Ted and Shane would have a baby, it would be like the ultimate YouTuber.
Shane Hook Outdoors or Off the Flint
I heard that too.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
Okay, did they not stop it at one time earlier? Because remember, Yates bought like one of the last Camaros made and stored it up on, I mean, wasn't even sitting on the floor.
He bought it for Scott, didn't he?
Oh, no, that was the green one, the old one, about this one that Rob's talking about. But the last year, that maybe Scott ended up with it, but I know he bought it and stored it and wrapped it and did all this shit and just stored it forever.
You talking about Robert Yates?
Yeah.
Isn't he a Ford guy?
No, Yates Deal. This my mom's old boss car guy.
Oh. Well, you confused me because Robert Yates is a
Hello, we
Ford
just
guy.
got mad props from John, Shane. Funny thing with the Yates guy, he bought his son like a 68, 69 Camaro, built it when he turned 16. I mean, a badass car, but put like a damn restrictor plate on it so the kid couldn't get it, but so damn fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the kid grew up with his daddy and was a freaking mechanic. As soon as the kid would leave the neighborhood, he'd stop and take all that shit off and raise hell, put it back on. It sounds right. I haven't drove it yet, still putting it together. Every nut and bolt is the. That's the way to do it, man. These motorcycles were built with everything brand new. Most of it Allen heads that have the little buttons. But you've seen it. It's together. And see, we live in a town where there's every kind of damn octane of gas available at about every gas station. We're reaching that baby up running on Av gas.
Yeah, it's one thing I like about Okeechobee is, you got all that different gas down here. Like if you're trying to find a certain octane, like you got to drive halfway around the world to find it at certain gas stations. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I like living by the coast and, being able to, do saltwater fishing or whatever. But I would much rather live out by you guys if I could just convince the wife that we should move out there.
Yeah, one of the old cars that I wished I still had was my 75, I think it was, MG Midget. It was army green, had black rubber bumpers. Oh, it was so nice.
And yes, Southeast, we're getting this buttload of rain. It's been windy for days. My crazy neighbor, I finally went out there yesterday and unplugged all his damn inflatables. Santa had done blown over the fence like he was trying to cross the border and was hanging upside down. Feet up in the air, just giving hell.
And the little airplane was really up flying around, and it's not supposed to. It was funny.
What's this Ted's talking about? The ultimate collab. Shane and Teddy. There you go. Ted, I thought you coming back to Duncan. It's going to be the ultimate collab. We actually going to make a video this year. Whether you catch a damn fish or not, we're making a video. Is the Allen head the result of the snake head and the sheep head screwing?
Could be.
No, that's because the dick head hung out with the dope head and they come up with an Allen head. I would buy a place in Florida if the better half would let me. There you go, Steve. There's a cool little one right up the road from us for sale. One of those little cinder block. It's got like a little cinder block apartment or building and then a trailer wedged into this little bitty lot. And then the way the big carport pole shape, I mean, Doc, it's like a little compound right on the canal. It's kind of cool.
It is cute.
How far up where at? Like
on the main road into our
coming off, the main part of Treasure. I mean, it's right up the road from us.
Okay.
1/8 of a mile, maybe. It's on one of those canals. Pearl.
Get it, girl.
Pearl, come on now. Got her a new toy yesterday. I think she just found it. It was funny, dude. Bought her that toy yesterday. She picked it up and started squeaking it like there and just stood still for a couple minutes, just going, squeaky, 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 squeaky. I mean, never let up, just squeaky, 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 squeaky. We just, me and Lindy just standing there looking at her and her just.
Conan did the same thing. The girls got him this, like, it almost looks like a tire, but it's a donut. It's huge. And he sat there and just squeaking the hell out of it. It's destroyed now. He ripped a hole in it. Like, he can't have anything nice, dude. He can't. He rips it apart. It lasts for maybe 2 weeks.
That's what it sounds like, Anti. Somebody on a damn old squeaky bed over there. Welcome to Loco.
To Loco 16.
Here's Pearl. We got the laughing too loud. And she looked up and said, oh, they're laughing about something that's not me. And look at me, look at me.
Will you guys have her all night, or will Jamie come and get her later?
Jamie will come get her about 2:33 in the morning when they get off work. And it's funny, man. Pearl is on that routine. So, she's what will wake me up sometimes around 2 o'clock to go outside just because she knows her mama's coming. And, the poor dog lives a crazy life. She sleeps all day because, they work late at night. So she gets up for a few hours when she comes over here like she is now, up and playing. Then she's going to pass out for a little while. Then when they get home, they're just getting off work. So Pearl will be up for 6-7 hours with them and then go back to sleep. Poor dog's got a crazy damn schedule.
It's funny how it's funny how the dogs, like, I mean, I'm telling you right now, my dog knows what time it is.
Yeah.
Like 6 o'clock, we feed him. And I'm telling you right now, he will sit there. If I'm on the couch and I'm just like, watching TV or something, he will jump up on the couch and he'll just sit there and he'll just stare at me. And I look over, I'm like, damn, it's 6 o'clock. All right, time to feed him. So of course I don't get up. I yell at one of the kids. I'm like, feed your dog. They go feed him. But it's crazy how they know what time it is.
Mama can't even do that, dude. If it gets cloudy in the afternoon and gets a little bit dark because it's raining, she starts pounding on the back door asking about supper. Like, Mom, it's 3 o'clock. Oh, it's about dark. She'll turn her porch light, outside lights on, close the car. I'm like, Mom, it's raining. over and over and over and over and over. Till I finally came to her about 4:30.
I know I've told you it's just a terrible freaking disease that, you know, for you guys to have to deal with that and for her to have to go through that, it just sucks, man.
And dude, not to sound like an a-hole, it ain't tough for her at all, dude. She got like a 2-minute memory, dude. She's the happiest woman on the face of the earth. She ain't got a clue.
You know, if we put her in a home, they just keep her drugged up.
They'd have to because she's wanders.
Oh yeah, no, that's all they do. That's all they would do if you put her in a home. That's all they do. They just,
she takes
you know,
no drugs here. She
yeah.
takes vitamins,
She takes no medicine.
vitamins, and
You know, she's in such great health. She takes, you know, she's 82, 3 years old.
81.
That blood work, doctor says better than his. I mean, she's perfectly healthy, except she's a freaking Fruit Loop, you know.
yeah, her mind's gone.
Yeah, just her mind's gone from here down.
She told me today her name and used her maiden name. So I used her married name of 55 years or whatever. Oh, dude, she got mad and acted like she had never heard my last name before.
Yeah.
I mean, the look on her face was she had no clue what that name was. And that was my name. You know, that's the name married to my daddy she had for 55 years.
I mean,
She was only,
that's the brain gone.
yeah, she was only her maiden name till she was in 11th grade. You know, she got married in 11th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was in the Navy. My dad, you know, they lied about chick, got married. She run off California. But yeah, so she was only her maiden name for what, 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
Has been, you know, our name for
59.
that was married, and then 65 years, but has no memory of the 65-year name, but swears it's the first name.
It's crazy how that happens. My great aunt is going through that, and now they're in their 90s, and she's at the point now where she's accusing her husband of cheating on her.
You told us that one. I was like, that's
Wow.
And like she's convinced, and she's reliving from when they were younger, when he was playing, because he had a band, he was playing in a band, and they used to, she was always there with him when they were playing. Like she's going back to that moment in time. Yeah, it's just it's just so sad.
okay. Well, let me answer this first. What would you do if you had to fish a tournament tomorrow on Okeechobee?
Stay home.
With the wind and the rain they're calling for tomorrow, I would call that a loss and keep my butt at the hotel. I'm just being honest.
Or fish the canals or stay around the rim canal.
Yeah.
Or around the edge.
If I was bound and determined to fish, I'd probably fish canals. Because, dude, the way our wind's been, I know the lake is all murked up and probably 5-footers coming across it. So
Since that guy lost his life, they will not have tournaments on Lake Okeechobee anymore.
yeah, they cancel a bunch.
With
Gambler had a free tournament going on this weekend. They canceled it.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
Rob, she ain't got no clue who I am. She'll tell me all the time. She ain't never been married, ain't never had no kids.
She's known him since he was this.
Oh yeah, she'll tell me all the time. I've known you since you were this tall, and I'll look at it. And, you know, she's holding up like about 10 years old. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But what the hell? I'm getting brownie points somewhere for taking care of Mama. Somewhere I'm getting my name, a little gold star stuck in there beside my name. Or the devil's erasing something, you know, something going on. You know the old thing, Doc?
I think you're getting a gold star.
Doc, you know the old thing with attaboys and all shits? You know, one all shit takes away 3 attaboys. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet you could surf out there. Like I said, Okeechobee being shallow and wide, dude, it gets rough. And it's different kinds of rough.
Dude, I guarantee you there's 3-footers on there.
You know, sometimes it gets rollers, and then sometimes it gets freaking waves.
Yeah, the swells are bad.
Yep, backwards in time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks. Like the doctor told us, with her dementia, she's losing memory. But back when she was like born to 17, he compared it to a sticky note. You know, all the notes that stuck on her brain when she was young, that sticky note was really sticky and stuck. As she progressed through life, the sticky notes got less sticky and less sticky and less sticky. So now you take a sticky note and try to slap it on the wall, and it just falls off on the floor. It don't even stick for a moment. What's this? She was nice to you if you were a worker, so it worked out. Man, I've learned, Rob, if you just say, yes, ma'am, oh, make it like she's the princess, it just rolls on by.
But you got to treat it like that because she's not going to remember anyway. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
It's more trying on you because you remember, but like,
oh yeah,
in 2 minutes, like you said, 2 minutes later, she ain't gonna know.
It's funny. I'll say something makes her mad, like giving her pills or telling her she has to be nice, something to get her fired up. She'll stomp out of the back door and go, I'll never forget this. And my last words are always, yeah, you will. And that's how I do it. I go, yeah, you will.
And it's terrible that you laugh about it, but
dude, if I don't, I go back here and choke her out right now. And I'm just being honest. Because she says some of the meanest, cruelest shit to her son. So if I look at it like she's talking to her son, I'd choke her out.
Right. But then you got to throttle back and just realize, like, it's not her. She don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I agree with that. I got to be Wofford till you're nice. And tell him about the story of the fish.
Okay. So this was given to me by my mother-in-law. My father-in-law caught this fish years ago, and a buddy of his made this out of wood for him. And when my father-in-law passed, it was always in his man cave that he had at the house. And, he and I fished a lot, together. And when he passed, my mother-in-law kind of, she kind of redid that room because that was the last room that he was in, and she kind of wanted to like redo it. And so she wanted me to have it. So when she gave it to me, I said, all right, I'm definitely going to put it up, on the set. But like a friend of his did that. It was a snook that he caught in North Palm Beach, trolling a bomber Fat A down the Ermine River. And there's a great picture. I've got it somewhere in the house. He's got a great picture. This is how old it is. He's got, remember the hats, like the big trucker hats where it was like totally up here?
Retro Bassin hats.
Yeah, like he's got that on, and he's got the snook holding it like this. And he's got the mouth of the snook open, and it's got a Busch Light can in it. He put the propping it open. It's an awesome picture. But that's the story behind the snook that's behind me.
And he'd be proud that the story is just still going.
Yeah, no, and like, and the same thing with the bass. That's his too. I've never, mounted any of the fish I caught. That was one of his. She just gave me all that stuff.
Now you tried to mount that manatee back in high school.
What? No, I didn't.
Out on a sandbar, half drunk, I believe you did.
I'm not going into that because you call Chris a manatee. I'm not walking into that joke. I'm not walking into that joke. Are you out of your goddamn mind? That's illegal, man. You can't touch manatees.
Yeah, peacocks are so fun to catch. And I think I asked him before, and he caught his in South America, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they get much bigger than the ones we get here. Much bigger.
Oh wow.
Only half, Steve.
I heard in South America they can get up to like 20 pounds.
Fully drunk, he would have mounted that manatee.
Yes, he is, Shane.
Chris is a special kind of manatee.
He is a special manatee, that is for sure. And he told me it's so funny when he saw me videoing those manatees in that last crappy video. He said before his logo ever popped up, he knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming.
As soon as I saw the manatee,
I knew it was coming.
coming.
I was like, oh man. I'm like, I'm waiting. In 3, 2, and there it is.
Joe got his manatee hunting license. Maybe that's where Joe's at. He's stalking manatee. He's probably down there feeding them lettuce like all the other manatee huggers.
You know, they stopped doing that.
Yeah, I know. Ain't no fur on a manatee, you daggum Yankee. Not a freezer full yet. We got some in there. Like I said, when we run charters, we give all the fish to the charter, but we have been storing some up. We got my buddy Batty coming in a couple weeks, so we'll send a bunch back with him.
I wonder what Batty's doing.
He'll probably take 6 pigs home and a cooler full of crappie.
I wonder what he's going to bring down this year.
He'll make crappies and potatoes.
Do what, Doc?
I said, I wonder what he's going to bring down this year. I mean, unfortunately, I won't be here for when he's here, which sucks. But like, I wonder what he's going to bring, because remember that one year he brought down, what was that? It was turkey that he brought down.
He brings food all the time.
Yeah.
Only thing he brought.
Plus prizes.
Oh, plus prizes. The one year though, he brought the damn big lamb thing. What was it? A big piece of goat meat, lamb. What was it? What do you cook with lamb? Not lamb chops, but it was a leg of lamb. I guess a leg of lamb.
Yeah.
Dude, I put that thing on the Traeger. I was all excited. I'd never had it before. Dude, that shit sucks, man. The first bite tasted like the petting zoo at the freaking fair, man. And I mean, I cooked it on the Traeger, smoked it. I mean, I could cook on my Traeger, and it still tasted like a damn barnyard. I was totally revolted by that.
Really?
Yeah.
He brought down a leg of lamb?
Yeah, big expensive piece of meat. I mean, it was some kind of lamb. He was all excited. Like I said, we prepped it, and I mean, I could cook on my grill. I cooked that shit up fine, son. I was all excited.
No
we
good?
sat down and cut it up, and I was like, no.
Yeah, he had steaks.
And then remember, Teddy came last year, and we took Ted to Donkeyland, and Batty stayed at the house. And when we pulled in the driveway, Batty had steak, wasn't it steaks and shrimp, and
Shrimp, yeah.
and me and Teddy and Lindy come in, and we just threw down.
Yeah, and then when Ted was down here last year, I remember it was New Year's Eve, and he and the family showed up over here at the house after it was cold, like cold for us. It was cold, and they're going snorkeling over here at the Blue Heron Bridge, getting underwater footage. Yeah, and they come over afterward. I mean, it was cool to see Ted. It was cool to get to meet him and the kids and his wife, in person. Like, and they stopped by, but I was like, "Damn, y'all were in that water?" Like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, mutton ain't nothing good about mutton. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I agree with you, Carl. I'm not a fan of that at all. All right, South
brother.
Georgia.
You have a Merry Christmas as well.
I'll hit you up when I'm in
Southeast Georgia.
north central Georgia. I don't know where the hell I'm going.
Man, been to Savannah some. Used to bow hunt on an island close to there, Blackbeard Island off the coast of Georgia. No, Ted, that's how you can tell foreigners from Floridians. It gets below 65 degrees. Floridians have on coats and long pants and shoes. You Yankees down here on vacation got on shorts and tank tops getting in the ocean.
Yeah, they're like, this is beautiful. It's like, are you out of your god dang mind?
It's so warm down here.
Oh, I hate that. I hate when it's like 65 and they look at you. It's like, it's so warm. It's like, go home. What Anti say? Small water charters. You must see the brothers hunting for survival and learning the total difference between.
All I know is what they did to them goats up on Brokeback Mountain. I want no part of that.
You actually watched that movie?
No.
I've never seen that movie, nor will I ever.
I do know. Now, see, I got real cowboys in my family. My grandfather, hopped the train in the Depression, went to Texas, become a ranch hand. I mean, real cowboys. And when they talked about these gay cowboys, it upset me so bad that they were making a gay cowboy movie. And then I watched enough to find out, as soon as I found out, oh, they're freaking goat herders. I went, oh, that makes perfect sense. Then I didn't mind it no more. I just quit watching.
Yeah, that's liberal Hollywood for you.
Yeah. They call them cowboys, but they're the goat rubbers. Oh, Rob, see, that's because you're from North Florida. You got enough of that North blood. You're like 65 ain't bad.
Yeah, Rob. Rob.
Yeah,
Freshwater Cowboys.
He wants a saltwater. Oh, you know what I just thought about? You can the saltwater Cowboys can make taffy while they're up there dancing. Saltwater taffy. You know, they got to pull it, stretch it.
No, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Wait a minute. You pissed me off too. Bad name for Wyoming.
Not you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what name? I done forgot.
The goat rubber thing.
Oh, because I think that
Wyoming
took place in Wyoming.
Oh, it took place in Wyoming. Now, Steve, that makes me. See, that's like finding out they were goat herders. Now it's like, oh. No, not the California Cowboys. That's a whole different group there. I think the California Cowboys hung out on Spawn Ranch and hung out with Charlie Manson or something. 65 is like blue fingers in Florida. Look at Rob. I was barefoot. You think because you're a Yankee, Rob. Face it. You're in North Florida.
Yeah, you're above the thing. He's above the thing.
Yeah, we went fishing. And I had on freaking socks and one of my new damn Israeli hitman tracksuits.
Rob, are you looking forward to the Whamburger and French Fries Bowl? I mean the Orange Bowl between Florida State and Georgia?
They call me the machine. You are above the thing, Rob. That's right. The thing. Come on, guys. You know the thing. You know
the thing. You know the line. Now. The line. Orlando.
We're talking presidential now. Come on, guys. You know the thing. You know.
The hell's going on?
Where the horse walks in the Cowboys den. There you go. I got you, Brokeback Mountain. And you know,
why would anybody want to watch that movie? I'm just wondering.
Who would name a gay movie Brokeback Mountain? I mean, how did they think that wasn't just a setup for humor for years to come?
I don't know.
Israeli hitmen wear scrubs. No, that's the only ones in America posing as doctors. Oh, you need brain scan. You need this. You need, and dude, like just to go back taking care of Mama. You know, she's got like my old man retired from the military. She's fully covered with military insurance. You know, her Medicare's and she's just way over insured. Man, you take her to a new doctor and they look down and see that government insurance, son. Oh, she needs this. She needs that. She needs wanting to give her a damn mammogram at 83 years old. Lindy was like, hell to the no. Hell to the no.
Dude, it is 100.
You don't get all that stuff.
See you,
no.
Good night.
All right, Annie Finn. Dude, it is 100% a freaking business, dude. They ain't about trying to keep us healthy and keep us. It is a fucking business. Sorry.
Too many guys into the transfer portal and the NFL for me to care about the bowl game. Oh. I have no, dude, Rob, I care so much less. I don't even know what the frick you're talking about. So that's how much I care.
Yeah.
Anything.
All right, Ain't Yeah, Rob. This whole transfer portal and NIL, I'm telling you, dude, we've got maybe 4 years left of college football to where it's still enjoyable. Then it's just gonna be the NFL, and it's gonna be an awful product, and it's just they're ruining it. But John, this is your channel. I know you don't watch college football, and I'm not going to talk about it, but it just
if you want to see a bowl game, let Lindy DoorDash us some Taco Bell.
There you go.
I'll show you a damn bowl game. Chat at Small Water Charters has started talking about Brokeback Mountain. It has now become a Coastal Fever Miami Live. Exit stage right. All right, well, at least we're making fun of them and not supporting. Doc asked, Rob, I'm just messing with you, brother. Come on now. You got upset last week during the football arguments.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Freaking wind gust, dude. Fucking boat in the fucking garage door on that one.
Oh, man, it's been rattling my garage doors.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's not now. Ours is calmer now.
It's calm right now.
We just got a hell of a gust.
So did Lindy. Boy, at Taco Bell.
We didn't have Taco Bell. He had cube steak and gravy and fried potatoes and green beans for supper.
I know. See, I don't even understand that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I think so, Rob. I think where they have it now is you can't even tell. It's like February, this, then you got the one in December. It's all about money. It sucks. It sucks.
Oh, I know, Too Loco. We're getting it now. I mean, it's windy and rainy. We're supposed to get like 3 inches something tomorrow, rain. It's been windy all week. Yesterday and day before probably were the worst wind.
And and like I said, they're saying tomorrow's supposed to be even worse than what we experienced before. But did you see what it's going to be like on Sunday and Monday up on the upper East Coast, like up in like North Carolina and even going up into New York and all that? It's going to be just, I guess
that's what Too Loco was saying.
Real bad.
Too Loco said on the Florida coast or Georgia coast they got big winds coming.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like up, like even further up the coast, like in New York, in like up in that area. It's supposed to be just nasty bad come like Monday. This thing's supposed to just, like, keep going. All right, Steve.
Make sure you tell Susie hello.
I forget it's early for you. We done had dinner a long time ago.
Yeah, tell Miss Susie hello.
Yeah,
Steve
I didn't eat yet, but Jen, I guess picked up Burger King. We're gonna have Burger King tonight. She got Burger King. I got a double Whopper with cheese waiting for me.
Having it your way, man?
Was that?
Having it your way?
I always have it my way.
Let's don't bring up King up in here. Don't get me started. No Burger Kings. No damn P-Kings.
Can I? I mean,
Let's see what Bugby's saying here.
He's right. Yeah. Coming up. Yeah. Chris's way.
Why, you needing rain in Virginia there, Shaney?
This thing's going to go straight up the East Coast. I guess it's like a little mini tropical storm that like formed in December.
Yeah.
Out there in the Gulf.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, it had been a hurricane.
Oh, could you imagine if there was a couple of months ago, like we're watching this area of low pressure that's going to spin up off the Gulf. Dude, it's all.
Cricket burgers from Burger King. Cricket burgers. Why you call them cricket burgers?
Because it's made out of cricket or kangaroo or whatever. I don't care.
Well, Amanda probably brushed that kangaroo.
Do you hear that theory about like buying chickens? How it leads you to like become a conspiracy theorist? Like when you buy chickens and it leads like down this road about like the food and all the things they're putting in the food and all that stuff. Did you like see that? I saw that like on YouTube. I saw the video, like it was like a YouTube short. Some guy was like talking about like, yeah, you buy a chicken and then you get the eggs and then you realize that like the eggs aren't like the eggs you buy in the store. And then you start researching and like it leads to like this whole conspiracy theory about all the shit they're putting in our food.
Yeah. All I know is I heard the one that during COVID, people started buying chickens because eggs got so expensive. But Purina owns, and all those feed companies have money in the chicken business and the egg business. So they put stuff in their food to keep the people at home's chickens from laying eggs. So they had to buy them in the store.
Yeah.
heard.
I honestly think we need to just like completely and totally dismantle the entire system. You ever see that episode of Family Guy where they like totally like go after the government and they just like kill everybody and then dismantle it and then they start a new government and then it becomes like the same government that it was before? We should do that.
Wasn't it called Purge or Lord of the Flies or one of those, wasn't it?
Well, do you?
No, it was a Family Guy episode. It was just funny.
Wasn't there a character in Lord of the Flies named Piggy? Piggy Pie. Piggy. Yeah.
Yeah, did they call him Piggy? Yeah, they called him Piggy.
Called him Piggy, did they not?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the one they ended up killing.
Yeah. They got talking about that in Hog Legs Live the other day. And so many people had never heard of, the freaking Lord of the Flies or anything. We had to read it in school.
Dude, I remember reading Lord of the Flies when I was like in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
7th or 8th grade. And like now I guarantee we don't put that in the schools like, it's so sensitive because there's a kid they called Piggy. It's bullying and they killed him. It's like, I remember, I'll never forget the book that got me like hooked on reading because I read a lot. The book that got me hooked on reading, I'll never forget. I was in 6th grade. It was in 6th grade. The Outsiders. Do you remember the movie The Outsiders and the book The Outsiders? That got me hooked on reading. I remember we moved to Tennessee when I was in 6th grade, and it was like the first assignment I had, and this teacher was like, "You're going to read this book." Da, 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 da. I was like, reading sucks, And then I started reading this book, and I was like, all right, we got a fight going on here. All right, this guy got stabbed. I'm like, okay. I read that book. I remember sitting there reading that book, man. Like, she would assign us chapters to read in that book. No, I read that book in 2 days flat. I read the entire thing. I couldn't put it down. And then when I was like that. There's a movie and Swayze's in it and Tom Cruise. I'm like, holy dude, that got me hooked on reading. Like,
yeah. Like I said, I used to be a big reader. Back in my day, I read like all the White Fang books and all that. Yep. I mean, I get lost in that. That was before you had YouTube and only had 3 channels on TV. So if you wanted to go somewhere, you had to do it with a book.
Do you remember the books that was like, I don't know, it might have been a little bit, for me as a kid, they had like the choose your own adventure, like in the books, like you would read and it was like, okay, if you want to do this, turn to page 142, or if you want to do this. Those, I love those.
I know what you're talking about, but I never did.
Yeah, those were cool as hell. I loved reading those books as a kid too.
The first book I got that got me into reading was Hooked on Phonics. There's a Rumblefish film too.
But I will tell you right now, John, Lindia, and everybody in the chat, I will tell you right now, I love YouTube. Instagram, all of it. It's fun. But, dude, I'm telling you, it is destroying our youth. It is destroying
The whole internet's killing everybody. They're stupid.
Because these kids, I'm telling you right now, have no desire to read. I get a few students. That, like, they do like to read. And they will sit there in the class when they got free time and they will break out a book and they will read. And I'm like, all right, this kid right here, I'm telling you right now, is going to be successful. I don't care what the hell they do. They're going to be successful because they're not vegging out on some dumb shit on TikTok, watching some dumbass dance, But like we're getting kids. It doesn't matter what school. At my school, at any other school, kids are entering in their freshman year. Okay, as a freshman, 9th grade. And these kids are reading at a goddamn 6th grade level.
Yeah.
Something is fundamentally wrong with that.
Yeah.
And where did the ball get dropped? Because, like, I'm to the point right now where I'm sitting here going, I have a class set, right? I have a class set of the book Jurassic Park. Okay, now Jurassic Park is one of the like films that I talk about a lot when I'm teaching film, because without Jurassic Park, there's no Marvel. Like, there's no these new movies that are coming out, these adult cartoons that everybody watches. Jurassic Park was like, that was CGI. That's what made CGI. So like, we talk about it, but I'm like thinking to myself, am I going to have to start assigning the book Jurassic Park? So just to get these little kids to read and then compare and contrast the two, like,
Hey,
what the heck? I don't know, man.
What sucks is you being now. What do you teach officially?
Television and film production.
It sucks that you have to teach English and reading to help teach your class.
But yeah, yes and no, John, because when it comes to television and film production, a lot of what goes into the industry is writing. I mean, everything comes from writing. Everything comes from developing a script, developing your idea, writing it down, organizing your thoughts. It all comes from script writing.
Right. You missed my point. The fact you have to teach them how to read, not the fact you have to teach reading. You have to teach them how to freaking read.
Yes. No, you're right. 100%. There you go, Rock. David Allen Coe.
Yeah, that's where it starts. Parents suck now. I mean, that's where it starts. Teachers are having to be parents, so they don't even have time to teach. They're having to be a freaking parent. And I think Backwoods Barbarian must have got, 5 numbers in a row because he hollered bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo!
No, he's talking about what Ted said. They want.
I know, Doc. Do you think I really thought he was playing freaking bingo?
Yes.
Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc.
No, I will tell you right now. Like, even we have some kids in our program that are problems or whatever, and their parents are teachers within the district, and it's clearly evident that these parents have dropped the ball because they're teachers. They know what we go through, but yet they are still the same. They are the problem because they're blaming the teacher. It's like, what the hell happened to when your kid came home and it was like you grabbed a hold of your kid and was like, what the hell is with these marks? What is going on? What are you not doing? But now it's like the tides have totally turned to where these parents sit there and like go to the teacher like, what is with these marks? Why are you failing my kid? It's like, no, your kid's failing. They earn these grades. I tell my kids, I don't give you a grade. You earn it.
My daddy would have been to prison. The way he beat our asses from the time I got in, I remember some damn school teacher carrying something would have got the old man locked up.
Yep.
But I miss that man more than anybody on the face of this earth, and I still have the stick he give me whippings with. I mean, it hangs on my wall out here in the bar.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my dad used to beat my ass if I got bad grades. I got the belt. It was always the belt.
My 5-year-old
but now the parents want to take the belt to the teachers like it's a damn teacher's fault that their kid's failing. It ain't the teacher's fault. Number one, it's your fault as a parent for not staying on top of your kid and helping them. And number two, it's your kid's fault.
Yeah.
It ain't the teacher's fault.
It's more parents' fault because the kid's a kid. He don't want to go home and do homework. Unless you're like that little weird Asian kid on that commercial when the power goes out. You seen that
Oh, yeah.
Him and his sister doing homework, power goes out. We still have internet for another 4 hours to do our homework. She's like, who are you?
Yeah.
But a parent's job, I did homework because it beat the heck out of Pop beating my butt. I mean, just be honest. Once I got close to being a senior in school and was working after school, Pop didn't give a shit. He never checked my report cards no more. So I didn't give a crap. I mean, we all knew I was working.
A lot of my seniors and stuff like that. See, within my class, I don't give homework. The only time you got homework in my class is if you make yourself homework, because I give you time to record things in class. I give you time to work on your pre-production. I give you time to film. I give you time to edit. The only time you don't is if you don't use your time wisely. And that's one of the things I'm trying to teach the kids is time management and being self-accountable. And understanding that if you want to get things done in the time frame that it needs to get done, you've got enough in class. If you want to be lazy, if you want to be mediocre, if you want to be just run of the mill, then that's fine. You just gave yourself homework. But the high achievers are going to sit here and do it in class, and they ain't going to have homework. Because I know every other damn teacher at school is slamming homework down their throat. Because I don't agree with homework. I don't like homework. I don't think the kids should have to work at home. I think the time should be spent in school learning what they need to learn, and we don't need to give them homework. The only time a kid should have homework is if they are mediocre and don't do what they need to do in class with the time given. Then you made yourself homework. That's when you got homework.
What about teachers? Teachers get work days now. Back when I was in school, teachers didn't get work days. The teachers had to go home at night, cook dinner. Then after dinner, they had to sit down and make their plans for the next day.
Lindy's mama was a teacher forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was an English teacher.
Look right here. That was my education right there. My lame ass brother, when my daddy died, he tried to break this and throw it down in the woods in some kind of wah freaking fruity tooty hissy fit. I went in the woods and got the damn thing and brought it back. I mean, he blamed shit, his lack of being a decent person, he blamed on Pop beating his ass.
What up, Hank?
Me being a decent person, I blame on Pop beating my ass. I mean, it's funny how two brothers look at the same ass beating and it's a freaking excuse for him. Plus, same brother hadn't seen my mom since we moved to Florida 7 years ago. Have no fear, Hank is here.
Yeah, no. Hey, my dad only beat our ass if we didn't do what was expected of us.
Oh, I deserved every ass beating I got.
Oh, I did too.
I got by with some shit I should have got my butt beat for. What are you talking about?
Oh shit, I did as well. There were some things I got away with, and but that's the thing, man. Like that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it right now. I think getting your ass whipped builds character, and it makes you a stronger person. And it teaches you what is right, what is wrong. Because stupidity should hurt.
Yeah. And it taught you to think and be smarter.
Correct.
Either to not do it or to do it and not get caught.
Right. Consequences,
Consequences of getting caught. People don't care now. They ain't worried about the police. They ain't worried about their parents. They ain't worried about God. I mean, they ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah.
Well, look at the way some of these people talk to the police. I would never talk to the police like some of these people do. Exactly. That is an authority figure. Like, dude, I will tell you this right now. John and Lindia and anybody in here in the chat, when you were in school and you were walking down the hallway, okay, you're walking down the hallway, and there is an adult coming down the hallway. Being brought up as a respectful person in a respectful home, what do you do when an adult is coming down the hallway?
You move over a little bit and be polite and
correct.
Pass them in the hall.
Correct. These kids today, I'm telling you right now, if they're paying attention and not on their phones, they don't move. Or they're on their phone, they don't move. They have no respect for their elders. They think that they are the center of the fucking universe.
Yep. That's right, Hank. That's what I was saying. Teaching them how not to get caught too.
Yeah. It was like
Right,
that
because
back then.
even the beatings that we took, if it didn't teach you not to do it, it taught you how to not get caught, which also taught you how to be innovative, a critical thinker, right? And actually learn how to get around things, which helps you later in life. These kids have no idea, dude. None. But
I agree.
I watch it every day at my school. These kids will walk down the hallway and I'm walking. I'm telling you right now, eventually I'll probably get in trouble for it. I do not move. I will bump into a kid and knock that damn kid's cell phone out of their hand. I do not move. I don't move. And when I bump into them or they bump into me and I'm like, should have been watching where you're going. And I keep walking. Because if their parents can't teach them to be respectful of their elders, then God dang it, I'm just going to walk right through them. Because my parents taught me that as an elder, I'm the authority figure. So you know what? I'm the authority figure. I'm walking through you. 100%.
Respect my authority.
Damn right. I'm Cartman.
Him talking about the purge. Rob, you know, that's what I say about guns. They ought to let anybody, any age, carry a gun anywhere they want to go. Anywhere. I agree. The first 3-4 years, people going to be shooting each other in Burger King, Walmart, everywhere you go, going to be killings. But after about 2-3 years, all the dumbasses will be weeded out.
Yep.
And we'll have a decent place to live.
Yeah, it's calling the herd. That's all it is. You're calling the herd.
Oh, I'm sure even in the military. I mean, that's what's sad there. My old man was 20 years military, like I said, in the Navy back, Vietnam, all that. And he hated the way the military was going. I'll tell you what, tell me the best quality of your generation. I'll think about it.
We didn't have cell phones, Rock. We didn't have cell phones. We actually had human interactions and human connections, man. These
Let me
kids
think
I'd have to say the discipline of my parents, because after dinner,
the best quality.
We had to, make sure our homework was done before we could go out and play. But then we had a curfew. When we were done, we had to come in.
What's the word Doc used a while ago when you become responsible for your actions? What's the word I'm thinking? I'll just stick with that. Back in my age of growing up, even if you were a screw up and a dumbass, you were still responsible for your actions. I mean, you knew the police was going to get you. Right. Now it's just like they just don't have a clue. Yeah. They just don't. Nobody.
They don't have a clue for their actions.
And that's true, Hank. If I tell you I'm going to show up, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And their parents sit here and bail them out. And their parents want to blame everything on the authority figures or want to blame everything else. It's like, no, you need to look at yourself.
Yeah.
And you need to look at your kid, because your kid is a reflection of you. You raised that thing.
That was one of the points I was wanting to bring up, was the authority, the law. Their hands are tied. They can only do what's in the books, and what they're allowed to and what they're told to. It was like this guy that just got arrested here on the coast. He's from Georgia. He's wanted in Georgia. They didn't want him back because he was a troublesome prisoner that every time they would lock him up, he would bail out and then go commit another crime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They don't want to extradite him.
Yeah, they don't want him back in the state of Georgia. So we've got him out of jail. Okay, don't smack him on the hand. Put him in there and keep him in there. Put him in jail and keep him in there.
And it's not always the parents' fault. We raised two. One of them is great. The other one is, like Ted said right there, freaking thinks they're entitled. If you have it, we're supposed to have it. I mean, it's crazy how two people that grew up in the same freaking room are opposites.
And I hate to say
right.
She broke my heart.
Our oldest daughter killed both. I mean, we don't even do holiday. I mean, Doc, it
If she's dishonest,
Well, yeah, no, but
it's horrible.
I'm talking at the high school age, that impressionable age. You know, certain people, once they get to a certain age, you know, depending upon, like, what's the adage? If you play with shit, you smell like shit. And it depends on the people you hang around with, you know. And if you are around people for so long that are just toxic and everything, you then become and you start to believe that. You know, I don't care what age you are. You know, you start to, like I said, you play with shit, you smell like shit. So if you hang around a certain type of person and they're constantly feeding you all this bull crap and like you end up just, I don't care how strong-minded you are, if you're either going to break away or you're just going to accept it and you're just going to absorb all of it and you're just going to be like, oh, yeah, you know.
And Shane, you got to admit, every Florida man story, at least we were doing something cool. Might not have been smart, but it was cool. My son got a low mark on an art project he did in school because he wasted time in class and did not try his best. I made him redo it at home with a written apology to the teacher.
Exactly. But see,
Not to
here's
try
the thing.
Have his mark changed, but to teach him, I mean,
I wish there were more parents like you.
And here's the thing, Backwoods. Here's the thing. I'll give you a perfect example right now. My co-teacher, she's dealing with a kid. They had a project to do. Okay. Now this project was the only project they had to do the entire quarter. They had to make a short film. Okay. And it was stated at the beginning of the freaking quarter that this is the only project grade this quarter. And if you do not do this or do not turn this in and miss the deadline, you will fail the quarter. It was stated. Later, Ted. It was stated. The kid's mother is a teacher in our district. This kid chose, they had 26 class hours to complete this thing. This kid chose to not do shit, blamed everything else. And now the mother, who is a teacher, is sitting there giving every excuse to my co-teacher as to why she didn't do it or this and that. And my co-teacher, thank God, she's on her shit. And she was like, nope. She gave her dates and everything, but the mother, who's a teacher, is still going back and saying, well, she should be able to. It's like, no, you do what Backwoods does. You sit there and you tell her, okay, here's what you're going to do. And I would do the same thing with Kinsley or same thing with Avery. I would sit there and be like, you know what? Yeah, you got the F. You failed, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to go and you're going to ask that teacher to go check out gear. You're going to film this thing and you're going to film it. You're going to turn it in and you're going to give her an apology and say, this is what I would have turned in had I not been a lazy, procrastinating piece of garbage. I'm sorry. It will not happen again the rest of the time I'm in the program. That's exactly what I would make my kids do. Because you know what? If I sit there and I go to bat for my kid and just take every excuse that they gave me, all I'm doing is feeding into that freaking goddamn lazy, blame everybody else for my actions when my actions are my actions. But no, they're not my actions. It's because I was feeling so sad that day. No, shut up. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, I know, Doc. I know. Everybody's got an excuse. I mean, just everything. It just, I don't know, just whiny ass country.
Well, like I said, you know, I watch a lot of things about sports and about like team building and stuff like that because of my class. I treat my class as not a class; it's a program. It's a 4-year program where like it's supposed to be like a college program. So I watch and I read a lot of things about like team leadership and things like that, and I will always go back to the one thing. And I'm not saying this because it's Coach Saban, because it's Coach Saban in Alabama. And maybe he wasn't the first person to say this, and I'm sure he wasn't, but when you are running an organization or you're running any type of team or any type of program, you have to have the right people in there and you have to get them to buy into the mindset of the program. And the one thing he said was mediocre people do not like high achievers. And high achievers do not like mediocre people. So you cannot have a successful program, a successful, team if you've got a mix of those people. You can't have mediocre people and you can't have high achievers on the same team. Otherwise, you've got to have everybody buy into the same expectation. And that same expectation should be, we are high achievers, and that's what we're going to do. We are going to achieve highly. So, but I don't know. I'm just getting off on a fucking rant here. Yeah.
But it's, it all boils back down to the parents being their children, supporting their children, pushing their children, being there for their children, and like Anti says, but respecting their children also in the same,
Correct. What Bag would say, my daughter is homeschooled. She recently was made to complete a 1,000-word handwritten essay on respect for the importance of mothers. I love it. And I'm starting to notice a lot more people are starting to go to the homes, are starting to kind of like drift towards homeschooling their kids, or kind of finding these, I'm not going to say alternative type of schools for their kids.
Magnet schools, maybe? Not
necessarily magnet schools. A lot of people, I've noticed a lot of people are starting to go more toward the Christian schools, and finding schools that have that like Christian value within it, because they're noticing that like they're getting a better education. They're coming out as better people.
I was in Christian schools.
The public education system is a disaster right now. It's 100% a disaster. Hold on, what I think Anti is saying to look at
what
this is all by design. %. Yep. No, it's I think I honestly think, and listen, I love teaching. Now, look, I don't teach English. I don't teach math. I get to teach what I went to school for, and I love it because I get to teach the kids to be creative. I get to teach editing. It's fun. But the things that I see in the public school system, I honestly think that the Department of Education needs to be abolished. It does. It does. It needs to go away. I think teachers' unions need to go away. And I think the education system in this country needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. Because like all this testing that these kids do, it's insane. The amount of testing that my kids have to go through, my daughter has to go through, it's testing after testing. And what does a test prove? It proves nothing. I can sit there, John, and tell you, hey, John, you use DaVinci Resolve, don't you, to edit all your fishing videos? All right, we're going to do a test on DaVinci Resolve, John. I want you to tell me X, Y, and Z, da-da-da-da-da. And you can sit there and study that shit all day, every day. And you could study it and go ahead and get 100% on the goddamn test. But then when I ask you to actually edit the video, if you've never walked into it, you've never used it or whatever, could you do it?
Yeah.
No, right. So are you proficient in that editing software?
Actually,
no, I'm just saying.
Right. I agree.
Just because you studied it, does that mean you're proficient in it? No. You read some stuff in a book. Doesn't mean you're proficient in it. But
Hands-on is the best teacher.
But then you sit there and you do it yourself, and then let me see your video. Let me see what you edited in that thing. What did you do? What that tells me you're proficient in it. And I hate that. I hate that about the way that we assess these kids, because look, just because a kid can't sit there and take a test, whatever state standardized test or whatever standardized test you decided, you know, I'm turning you off from my little piece of happiness.
See, nowadays I wouldn't have studied about DaVinci Resolve. I'd have watched YouTube videos on it and then took my test.
Right, but like,
and then claimed,
but if you never worked in it, but
yeah,
if you never worked in it, right? You just studied it. You never worked in it. You never worked in it. You never opened up DaVinci. You never opened up Adobe. You never opened up anything. You just read about it, and then you took the test because you knew what was on the test, because you were taught what was going to be on the test, and you had to regurgitate that information. You had to memorize it. But then I sat there and said, all right, hey, here's all footage. Do me a favor. I want you to edit me a 20-minute fishing video. Go on DaVinci. How's that video going to turn out? Compared to the kid that might not be a good test taker, that might not be able to sit there and take the information that was read to him or her, or, shown on a flashcard or whatever. But the kid's been working in it forever and just knows how to sit there and just edit, cut, trim, shuffle, just go. Who's more proficient? Who am I going to hire? I'm going to hire that. That kid might have failed that test, but you know what? They showed me on a demo reel that they can edit the hell out of a video. I'm going to hire that kid over the kid that got 100% on their exam, but can't sit there and open up the program and bring footage into it. There's multiple ways to measure somebody's success. And the problem is with our educational system, the only way that they choose to measure success is by these standardized tests, which I think is bullshit. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, I'm done with my rant.
Oh, that's fine. Let's what can we talk about happy for the last 7 minutes?
I caught 2 peacock bass over at my mom's pond the other day, which is awesome to still see the peacock bass in there.
Very cool. That is a cool story.
Yeah.
We're going back crappie fishing when the wind lays down, maybe tomorrow.
No.
It'll rain tomorrow.
No, you ain't going tomorrow.
Monday, tomorrow or Sunday.
Monday.
The wind's going to be here till week.
Sunday, you're still going to have some wind. But Sunday, all of this is supposed to kind of pull out of our area. You might have some, residual gusts of 20.
Yep. Too much
on Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
We have it, Hank. I got them in my damn fishing bag. I take them every time, and we say we need to try one.
We just haven't had the right perfect opportunity, because when we go to Donkey Land, it's all grassy. We don't have places.
When it hits the right spot, we will definitely try one out there.
We've got them with us.
No,
Doc might have. He might be talking to Doc.
Oh.
No, he was. I was actually using. I had every intention of going out there and bass fishing. So I started out with the Bruiser stick, and then it just got so windy I couldn't do it. And I happened to have the Bruiser Defender tied up on one of my reels, and I just started throwing that out, just thinking, it was right before a cold front, a little bit of a, mid-level crankbait might hook up on something. And I got plans for the jigs. Don't worry, I got plans.
Well, speaking of the saltwater cowboy himself,
what up, Buck?
Buck, we done heard of a new bar in town. It's called the Saltwater Cowboy.
That's right, Rock.
It's going to be the new Velvet Antler.
Oh, dude, see, like that
That'd
sort
be
of thing,
fun.
like
That's
those
bucket list
peacock
trip
grass
there.
down south, like they get. Oh, I bet
But I
that's
don't believe I'd
amazing.
go to South America right now. I really don't think I would.
No, not
I
right
ain't
now.
going nowhere.
Yeah,
I'm staying down here in Florida, keeping my head down.
that would be cool though.
I'd love to do it.
Peacocks here are good enough. We haven't even had a chance this past summer to go down south to get peacocks.
Just like me and Lindy were in there eating lunch one day watching The Price is Right, and they were giving these trips away, and we were both like, no, I wouldn't go there. Nah, not doing that. Nope, ain't going there. Then we got to talk about I'd sell that, buy this, sell that one, buy this.
Oh, I love like Jen loves The Price is Right, and she's or not The Price is Right. Wheel of Fortune. She's really good at it. And they like give away these trips to like Disney and stuff. And it's like, oh, a trip to Disney World and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, I wouldn't go. And then it's like $8,000. I'm like, dang.
But no, that's what I don't wonder. They always fly them from California. So if we won that, would we have to fly ourselves to California to get a flight back to Disney World?
No, I'm sure you'd have to kind of like organize it. And anytime you win anything on those game shows, all the money you win, you're paying that one-third. You're paying that 1/3 gift tax on it.
Yeah.
So basically half of your winnings goes to getting half of your winnings.
Did I tell you the story about my cousin that won the brand new truck? And he's an old country hunting guy. And our local fair you'd enter stuff all year on radios, and then during the fair they would give away a truck. Rob. I know, but anyway, when he won, he ended up winning it, and the taxes were ungodly. He didn't like the truck. It was one of those like street edition F-150s, kind of low and all that.
Oh yeah, no.
So he went to the dealership that was given the truck, ended up getting like a 3-year-old Jimmy, something like SUV.
Mm-hmm.
They paid his insurance for a year, paid all he equaled it out to where they kept the new truck. They give him a used one, no money, no nothing. He got to just drive away in it. He said that was so much better than paying all them taxes and getting a new one. He actually got what he wanted.
Yeah, anybody like all these people that win all this stuff on these game shows, they got to pay taxes, and most of them are in California.
Yeah.
And the taxes in California are stupid.
Oh, yeah. And the prizes that they win aren't actually the ones that they see on the stage. I read that in an article.
And
correct.
Lucky Dad, it's funny. I'll be in somebody else's live and talk about we're going to D-Land tomorrow. And somebody asked me something about getting a picture of the teacups. And I was like, what? Totally lost for a little bit. And then I figured they thought I was going to Disneyland. I was like, no.
You're like, I can get you a picture of a tea bag if you want that.
I'll teabag in your cup if you want, but that's about all you can get. Well, we're running down here to 10 o'clock, Doc.
Is it really?
It is 9:59.
Holy shnikes.
Time flies when you're venting.
When I'm venting, yeah, that's true.
Let me go through a few things. I appreciate everybody coming in, and we're getting close to 2K. We're going to do a giveaway, and like I said, I'm not going to advertise it. I will in the live, so I'll let people know in the live when it's getting close to it. Because I don't want a bunch of strangers winning the new rod and all that. I would much rather people that hang out. Oh, I see Rattlers and Balls. That's got my attention. Rattlers are going to kick ass this weekend. Nobody else has the Balls. Mikey Balls. He even spelled it like Mikey Balls.
Balls.
I'm going to go watch some catfish and go over to Pontoon Jody's.
Tonight, yep. She's got her Flathead Challenge, I guess, going on tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's funny, I didn't even tell Lindy, Shane Flint's been coming in Hog Legs live yesterday or the other day when it was on Gary's Fish Tales come up in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was cool. All right, Rob. Get my Camaro ready.
Rob.
Both Robs.
Yep.
Both Robs right there.
I kind of like it orange with a white stripe would really help sell it, but just letting you know. Rob says, go Knowles.
I like what Anti said.
What Anti say?
No, keep telling
you federal taxes are voluntary.
Taxes are voluntary.
You can ask our daughter. that young'un gonna get in trouble. And she ain't doing it on purpose. She's just a slack ass and like, I don't think I've filed taxes in years. I was like, Jamie.
I think you have 4 years that you can not file taxes and not be a criminal.
My grandfather went 25 years and they finally caught up with him on not paying any taxes. And he trained horses and had a cash business. So they did a whole big investigation and they couldn't prove hardly any cash and they fined him $250.
Yeah, but yet the Pentagon can go, missing like, what was it, like $250 billion or $1 million, and nobody knows where $20 million or $20 billion. Nobody knows where it went. But yeah, they're gonna go after the single mother in Alabama that like owes $2.30. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right.
That's the American way, son.
Yep. Or the one that turned in his library book that was overdue, and there was like a 67-cent fine for over 30 years. Okay, why would you turn in a book? Oh, I'm gonna, get on these because I've got the book here. Yeah, dummy.
Yeah, nope.
What did Fred Foreman say, dumbass?
I had to pay a speeding ticket 9 years after I got it, thanks to computers when all that shit happened.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude, the ticket was in Virginia. It wasn't like a $50 ticket, and after like 9 years of interest, I had to pay like $300 some freaking dollars. And you know how they got me? I had to go get my CDLs for where I was working to drive a dump truck. So I rolled down to the CDL thing and all that. Everything went great. All the other tests I had to take, I made sure I passed, if we can read between the lines. All was good. They run my freaking name and said, you got an issue in Virginia. I was like, what? So then called them up and tried to tell the lady I'd never been in that part of Virginia. And I told her, I said, we used to live in Virginia Beach and I would drive back and forth to Hickory, North Carolina. That old Karen goes, for you to go from Virginia Beach to Hickory, North Carolina, you would have to drive through our town. I was like, oh. Then she kept telling me I was in a Honda car. And I kept saying, I've never owned a Honda car in my life. I was getting belligerent about it. After about an hour of that, she probably goes, oh, I'm wrong. It was a Honda motorcycle. I was like, yeah, I had one of them. Yep.
Yeah, that was me. Shit.
Yeah, I had one of them. That was the first year they come out with that Honda 750 Shadow. And God damn, I went to the beach in Virginia and actually got 2 speeding tickets that day within 45 minutes of each other. Had to go to court and pay one. Had to go back to court to pay one. So I did that one. And then the other one, I could mail it in. And it was like kids do. I'll mail that next week. Well, I'll mail that next week. Did. Before you knew it, in like 6 months, they mailed me a letter, told me they had revoked my Virginia driver's license. Dude, I was living in North Carolina. I had never had a Virginia driver's license. I was like, well, you can have them bad boys.
Go ahead and revoke that son bitch. I don't care.
9 years, I never thought about that shit again. Never. But you know, once they started putting it on computers,
goddamn garage door shaking over here, boy.
You know, after like 9 years, they got computers. That name said Boink.
Boink.
In fact, they owe me. There you go. Bring it
there
on, my God. Real quick before we go, let me tell you what Jamie's dealing with. Back when she dated Danger, she helped co-sign Danger that truck.
Okay, there's a lesson learned there, y'all.
Lesson learned there. Don't do it.
Not for a boyfriend.
Now, he's done moved off over in another state.
Or girlfriend.
First thing he was doing over the years is just running tolls. Well, they'd mail it to Jamie about him not paying his toll stuff. Well, then they sent her, then she keeps getting calls from the loan company because he ain't making payments. She got a letter yesterday that they're going to talk about revoking her license because the vehicle ain't had insurance on it in forever. So now she's dealing with all this shit, trying to keep them from taking her driver's license because she called Danger today. I want to know your address because I'm coming to get my truck repossessed.
Damn right.
I told her here's Jamie's word. I told her, that was dumb. Don't ask for his address and tell him because you want to get the truck repossessed. Jamie's words. He's a dumbass. He told me right where he lives. I was like, oh, okay.
He fucking gave it to her.
And then he told her he was coming back to town soon. And I was like, oh, shit. If this ain't handled by the time he comes back to Okeechobee, we going to get that truck.
Goddamn right. That boy dumb, dude.
He's still in love with her. She called him about not making the payments and, reamed his ass. She's got, John, the Marine boyfriend now. She reamed old Danger's ass, hangs up the phone. Now, she does it on Facebook because she didn't want his phone number or nothing. So she reams his ass, gets done talking to him about 30 minutes. No, they talk on the phone because he texts her a little bit later and goes, it was good to hear your voice, though. And she thought, you fucking idiot. I just cussed you for everything you're worth. But it was nice to hear your voice. You know what I say to that, Doc? You know what I say to that? Crochet.
Crochet.
Crochet. All right, fellas.
I think we should get out of here.
Yeah.
I do. Appreciate everybody dropping in. We appreciate it. Look up for the giveaway. Like I said, a Ducket Rod. Oh. If you're waiting for the contest, it was on last week's live. That's right. Good job. All right. And we'll see everybody before Christmas. So I ain't going to do all the Christmas, right? Because we got next Friday and then Christmas is Monday. So
correct. Yeah.
Yep. But we'll see y'all then. All right, Doc. Later, man.
Thanks,
All right, guys. Good night.
Guys.